Perfect. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good.
Cade, how you feeling, first of all?
Good. Feel great. Feel excited to start a new chapter and get after it. And the weather's nice. Everything's good, but enjoying it.
What's your timetable for when you might be on the field?
Right now it's to be decided. Just kind of working through some things, but trying to get it back as fast as possible and looking forward to coming on the field and being able to make some plays.
You expect that to be this spring?
Hopefully. We'll see. Time will tell. But hopefully get back soon as possible.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, if it's not, what's kind of the key to staying engaged and kind of making sure you're still kind of present here?
Definitely being on the mental side of the ball. As far as our defense goes, defense changes every year, and so we're going to have to adjust and adapt. And for me to be in the film room, getting mental reps is huge for me because I'm not able to get on those field yet. So getting those mental reps every play and walking myself through each play will keep me engaged and keep me ready for whenever I can step on the field.
Are you able to tell us what you're dealing with?
Just a lower body injury right now, but nothing to share. Should be good soon.
Take us back to last fall, and you're a freshman, and all of a sudden you're playing a lot. Tell us what you thought you did well, and what was difficult and challenging, and how you thought it went.
Yeah, personally coming in as a freshman, I wasn't expecting to play a whole lot, to be honest. And so when my time came, I knew how to step things up, and I knew how to, be that guy and run the defense and everything. And so. What I did well is I felt like I learned the defense really well, adjusted really well. I was able to make some plays and whatnot, and just bond with the defense and learn the defense better, which really helped me. Some things I can work on is just probably, being like I said earlier, being more mental in the game, being able to, understand different formations and what the offense is trying to run, and different pass concepts and run concepts out of each formation and personnel group. And so just that, and then also being an alpha on the field. As a freshman, it's kind of easy to be kind of like the low guy, I don't really know, and you're kind of at the lower rank. But now me having a season under my belt, now it's time for me to level up on the field, be more of a leader, and be more of a better teammate.
Peter told us that they tried to keep it sort of simple and streamlined for you last year, not put too much on your plate. Are you ready for more now?
Oh yeah, definitely. Last year everything started clicking. I'm like, man, let's keep going, let's roll it. And so this year, we put more stuff in, and we're gonna set some up to make more plays, and I'm ready. It's gonna be awesome.
They talk about how the game slows down. Did you experience that last year?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think my first rep against on defense against Oregon State, I was in there, and man, I was like, oh man, what happened? And so then, and all of a sudden, last few games of the season, I'm like, man, I'm reading everything, reading my keys, everything's going smoothly, and I just felt more confident, like a better player. And so, the game slowed down. Everything's making sense more. Learning every day. Every day's a day to get better. And so I strive to get better each day and improve myself as a player, person, athlete, whatever it may be.
And seeing that progression, how much confidence does that give you going into a sophomore year?
Oh, huge confidence.
Maybe a different player?
Oh yeah, I think my game will excel and level up, and got to keep working, got to stay hungry. Can't be what's the word? Good with where I'm at.
Satisfied.
Yep, satisfied. Exactly. Got to keep going, keep leveling up each day, daily thing.
So when you're working out the running backs, what was the thought process then? Were you thinking this is maybe not going to happen as quickly as I thought, or kind of how were you kind of working through that mentally?
You mean last year?
Last year when you were working with the running backs before you kind of made the move back?
Making the switch, I was like, cool. This could be cool. I was just kind of open to whatever. And so I was like, because I had to get on the field, I'm like, however I can get on the field and make plays and contribute to the team I was up for. And so, going with the running backs, it was an adjustment. It was fun. Offense is cool. You get to run the ball, you get to score touchdowns, whatnot. But also, I am grateful for switching to running back for those few weeks because, I was able to understand more of the offense and what the offense is trying to do and the objectives the offense is trying to do, and then apply it to defense. I know what the offense is trying to run, and it just sets me up to make better plays and stuff. So,
the running back room is pretty deep these days, huh?
Oh yeah, running backs are solid, man. They're a good group, and Coach AT, the running backs coach, is always like, man, you ever want to come over, like, you know, but I'm here at linebacker for now, or not for now, for, you know, my time here and everything. And so, but it's just great. It's awesome. Love it.
What do you think of how the defense is coming together this year so far?
It's good. I think it's solid defense. You know, I think we're going to level up our game, and, you know, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with. Got some new transfers and everything, and those guys seem to be learning the system really well. And, you know, they're just balling, making plays, having fun, just learning it, being confident, and just going out and doing their thing. So
Obviously, some inside linebackers are getting a bigger opportunity with, you know, a couple of you guys
Yep.
expected to come on later on. What have you thought about Hunter and some of those other guys getting their chance right now?
You know, they're doing great. I think they're adapting really well. Learning the defense and everything, especially from our new guys, our new freshmen coming in early. You know, you can tell they put in the time in the film room and gotten extra reps and worked on their technique to, you know, contribute to the team. And so I really am proud of them for that. And, you know, me as well, we all got to get better every day. And, you know, that's the goal.
How much different do you feel right now than a year ago?
Different. Definitely. You know, in the offseason, able to put on some weight and you know, get bigger, stronger, faster. And so, but I just feel great.
What weight do you want to play at?
You know, I kind of thought about it for a while. Probably around the 235 range. You know, maybe I could go down 230, maybe go up to 240 if I'm feeling good. But, you know, anywhere in that range is where I'm comfortable at. And I'm just.
What did you weigh last year?
Last year, I was about 225. Towards the end of the season, probably like 222, 223. Yeah, so, you know, I was able to get it up, and, you know, you gotta make sure you can still move at the
carry
rate.
a little bit more and not lose a step.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we were able to track our speed and everything, and so as I was putting on weight, I was able to keep my speed, and so it's been good. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
So much.
Thank you.